More than 1,500 people out of a total of 7,000 employees of a meat processing plant have tested positive for the coronavirus infection in Western Germany. In more details that have emerged so far, the incident has been described as the worst flare-up of COVID-19 in Germany since the lockdown measures began to be relaxed. All family members of the 7,000 employees of the slaughterhouse have been quarantined now, and this has prompted the governor of Western German state of North Rhine-Westphalia to reimpose strict restrictions to contain the cluster and to contain the spread of the virus. Initially, only schools and daycares were shut, but now the administration has clamped down on cinemas, fitness studios, bars, and even restaurants across the county. According to experts, the air cooling system and the humid, confined working conditions of the slaughterhouse contributed to the outbreak. The slaughterhouse where the outbreak has been reported is owned by Toennies, Germany's biggest meat processing company. Initially, the management blamed the employees for the outbreak. The workforce, the employees working at the meat processing plant are said to be predominantly migrants from Eastern Europe. Before the outbreak at that slaughterhouse, Germany had been hailed as a success story for its handling of the pandemic. So far, Germany has reported over 192,000 infections and over 8,800 deaths. It has now once again ramped up testing in that county in a bid to contain this new outbreak. And Daniel Winter, correspondent at the Deutsche Welle, is now joining us live from Berlin. Hi, Daniel. Elaborate for our viewers why this outbreak at that slaughterhouse has been this severe, and what has the owner of the slaughterhouse said so far?
Yes, well, it's a massive scandal for the country that, like you said, has previously had an exemplary record in fighting the coronavirus. Well, one key factor is, of course, the working conditions, workers standing shoulder to shoulder for hours on end, so no social distancing, but also in the living conditions too. So many of the 6,000 or 7,000 workers who worked at Toennies lived in buildings which were owned by the subcontractor who hired them, as many as 14 people in a single apartment. Now, the air conditioning system, of course, had no filter, which is what helped to spread this virus and to catalyse the spread of it throughout the meat processing plant. Now, the outbreak is so bad that the entire districts of Guetersloh and Warendorf, as many as 600,000 people, are in total lockdown. Now, you also asked what the boss of the meat processing plant has had to say. Well, he says that it is an existential crisis for the company, but that he will not be stepping down, and he has apologised for the outbreak. But the key thing for his company going forward is, of course, the North Rhine-Westphalian state government is looking into whatever possible criminal charges may emerge.
Right, and what are the employees of that slaughterhouse saying, and what is Germany now doing to prevent more such outbreaks from occurring?
Well, DW spoke to one of the employees who worked at the Toennies meat processing plant, who said that he heard fellow colleagues crying themselves to sleep at night. Also, 8-hour shifts turned into 13-hour shifts without the extra pay that should come with it. Specifically on the coronavirus spread, he said yes, everyone was packed in close quarters at both work and in their living conditions, but also that they were prevented from taking sick leave, or discouraged at least, and that the factory would temporarily change its working practice whenever an inspection was announced. So now Germany is attempting to do what it can to lock down these areas, and it has said, the authorities here have said, that they will lock down anywhere where there is such a huge outbreak of similar proportions. Now, Germany had been praised for its swift response and its low death toll in this crisis, but this particular incident goes to show that if Germany doesn't address those social blind spots, then it can't possibly expect to get away from a second deadly wave of the coronavirus.
Indeed, Daniel Winter joining us with those perspectives and inputs from Berlin on that fresh outbreak in Germany, a huge cause of concern. We're going to leave it there for the moment. Thanks very much for those updates for now.